Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction right here on Dedicated to Art. I am, as usual, your host, Kees Cornelissen, joined by, well, the usual guys, Chris and Nico, but also Irina is here to join us for this reaction today of Inky and the Brain and the Movie Guys. Now, we know about one of these teams. They lost their first match against Corruption in the Anarchy tournament. The Movie Guys, I don't know. I think they both did compete in the free-for-all,
yes.
though. Or at least one of them. So, yeah, these teams are pretty much untested. They haven't had a lot of experience so far as teams. So, I don't know what to think. It's just that the video is very long, so I think that a lot might happen in this match. Anyway, Chris, what are your thoughts on this match today?
Look, here's the thing. For as new as they were coming into the match, Inky and the Brain wasn't terrible. Like, we were expecting an outright, like, knockout sort of thing. But no, like, they put up a fair fight against Corruption. And, you know, I think Silvestrini might prove herself a little better than she unfortunately did in the free-for-all, where it was just some tough questions in that first round, and it just kind of screwed her. And
plus the panel that she was up against.
Exactly. You know, any other panel, she probably lasts another round or so. But that panel, well, not so much. But the Movie Guys, they're, to me, the complete unknown. Like, because the free-for-all is kind of the worst place to really gauge how good you are at trivia, unless you're Bibiani, but...
Well, that's the thing. Like, I believe both of them came in with a very murderous row. So they were out after a round or two. I'm not entirely sure how long they lasted because, honestly, first of all, I just don't know them. So they're not on my radar. I'm not gonna notice them in that case. So that just...
Yeah.
Sorry, but I just don't know anything about these guys. Anyway, Nico, your thoughts on these two teams?
So all four of the competitors in this particular team's match, they all were in the free-for-all this year. And none of them kind of really had the best showing. But then again, look at who else was in the free-for-all, and you'll see nothing to really be ashamed of. You mentioned that Inky and the Brain, their first opponents were Corruption. So they got thrown to the lions real quick. And for the most part, they did hold their own to an extent. So I feel like they have the advantage, not just because we know more about them, but, you know, they've played the game. Rachel's gotten her feet wet now twice. Devin's gotten his feet wet when he was with the Kingsmen, and now with Inky and the Brain a couple times. So the veteran experience. Plus, and I know this from having talked with Rachel in New York, Jack Hind really calmed both members of Inky and the Brain down when the nerves were starting to set in. And so that probably contributed a lot to them having such a strong performance against such incredibly tough competitors. So I feel like just the experience factor, having someone in their corner to keep them in check, and the knowledge of the game is going to benefit them in this match.
We'll see about that. Irina, do you have any thoughts?
Like Chris and Nico said, I actually went back today to see Inky and the Brain's match against Corruption, and I remember that they actually made me sweat a little bit because I love the Corruption. Oh, come on! And they got them to answer a question in the third round, which I was like, I hope this goes well. And, well, it did for the Corruption. But I don't think it's going to be that bad today. And I think it's going to be entertaining, definitely. That's what I'm looking for in this match.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that too. So, with all the words out of the way, let's quit stalling and just get to playing this video. We'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Corinna. I'm simply
oh boy.
Not a
dear.
Film for a
Here we go.
question.
I think there was a fix-in. I think people here don't want to talk about serious cinema.
Ooh.
Understood. If only the Schmoedown had more respect for the classics of cinema, we would have won the belts easily.
We are going to.
They're setting up a Patreon match. They're setting up a Patreon match.
Classics?
Indeed.
Over my
Please?
almost dead
What? How long have you been
JTE?
I would tell you to ask your brother, but he can't answer anything these days.
Oh, I see you're a new
Woo!
fan. Is that right?
Of course.
Well, I have something to show you.
What is this? What is
What?
this?
Are these lacrosse competitors?
These were the last legitimate Super Bowl champions, the Eagles of Philadelphia.
Oh, my.
Gentlemen,
Gentlemen, there's no time to discuss rugby right now.
as I was recovering, I was watching Schmoedown closely, and I couldn't believe how many questions you could not get right. This guy was carrying you. Literally, I gave you a pathway to the title. We would have won that thing.
Anyone else hear that Meryl Streep chant in the background?
Yeah.
I did.
He would literally have been carrying you in your shadow pellet. Listen, I respect you if only because you were injured
Well,
by
stop
birds.
right there because I don't respect you and I don't respect your game.
my
I'm here
goodness.
to challenge you to a match.
Challenge
We
me.
should be the champions. We would have been the champions.
What a surprise. There's more Schmoedown competitors standing in a doorway yelling about allegiances and who should be whose partner, etc., and so forth. This is an office, you know, guys. There's people who are
Why
trying
is
to
she
work.
here? Why is she talking?
I am the commissioner of the
You're the
Inner
commissioner.
Geekdom and
She's
Team
commissioner
Leagues
now?
now. Yes,
What
that is
happened
correct.
while I was gone? This place went to crap, man.
It did not go to crap. It
What
actually
happened?
cleaned up quite a bit. Anyway,
The rest of us took
How dare you, JTE?
enough. I understand that there is a little bit of an
I was
argument
gonna say, yeah,
as to
you know, as
who
much
should
as
be
say
Lon
what you will about her
Harris's
personality,
partner
but
in
Emma's
the
been
Schmoedown
kicking
going
ass
forward.
as
I
commissioner.
understand, JTE, that unfortunately, due to some circumstances involving your physical health, you were unable to continue to compete as part of the Evil Geniuses. Now, the Harris brothers have been having a pretty good run, but I understand.
There's no dispute. I want to challenge this guy, and I want to take him out of the league, and I want to go on the run that we're supposed to go on and win those titles.
Great. Jonathan, JT, you guys are going to play one another in a match. I hear you yelling about how you want to take one another on. Great. Do it. I say that is going to happen.
Film trivia as opposed to football.
That is correct, yes.
Understood.
I don't want to see either of them
That's a
attempt
good clarification.
football.
All right.
If you win, then the Evil Geniuses will be reunited. You will go back to your original record of 1-0, but you will be a team again. However,
If I win,
if Jonathan wins,
What
and regardless, Jonathan, you're going to come out on top of this because if you lose, you're going to be their manager.
Ah, fine.
He's going to be
Some
our
bureaucracy.
manager.
That's what we need. Administrative oversight at last.
Jonathan, if you win, then you get to choose JTE's partner for the remainder of this season of the Schmoedown.
Mike Pence.
A festive gambit.
You don't
Thorny.
take the
A
thing, no
thorny
problem.
scheme, I see.
The U.S. Vice President. Yes,
you
there
a
we
pair
go.
of bombs
There we go,
with
Jonathan.
birds?
That would be wonderful.
Delightful.
I don't know what either of you are saying.
Lord.
I am not worthy. I am not,
Not
worthy.
worthy.
I am not worthy.
JTE doesn't just obliterate Jonathan. I don't know.
Is that a visor? I haven't seen one of those in like 10 years.
Oh,
Oh,
Can Daniel?
What's the name again?
Danny-
A team's division matchup on the
I
pit
really
boss
like
at
them.
NAPSA, and I cannot tell you how overjoyed I am to
I
be
actually
at
do
the
like those
the one and only
glasses.
Danielle Radford. Hello, welcome.
They look very sophisticated.
Having me. I'm so excited. I'm choked on meat stick.
I love meat stick. Meat
What?
stick good. You
Oh,
and I
dear.
are gonna have a lot of fun here today.
That
Danielle.
was worse
You
than
did
any
your
entendre
YouTube
I've ever
introduction
said
to
on
the
any
world,
stream ever.
But I know you know stories, you know wrestling.
I
We
do.
both love teams and tag teams, right?
Yes,
What are
absolutely.
some of your favorite tag teams of all time?
Ooh, the Rockers, a really
Yeah.
good one, which is, you know, the Marty Jannetty. Of course, I appreciate. I'm liking the Young Bucks and all the stuff that they're doing right now.
Absolutely.
That's Marty Jannetty, but I appreciate the
Demolition, one
effort.
of my all-time teams.
Ooh.
But there's a fine line, Danielle. You can agree with me here between a championship caliber team like, say, your all-timers like the Demolitions, the Steiner Brothers, the Brainbusters, and a team like, say, the Beverly Brothers that doesn't quite get to the contention. We're talking
I don't think
90s
any of
wrestling
these
here.
references.
You've
I
got to
understood
make a name for
most of
yourself
them.
in this division.
Never heard of the
Absolutely
Beverly
true. Not
Brothers.
everyone's
I got
gonna
some
be
of them.
DX.
not everyone is going to be DX indeed, but we're going to have a lot of fun. These two teams. Here's the stories here. We got a team that you guys have seen before, Inky and the Brain. They were thrown together in the Anarchy tournament, took on an early form of corruption, also thrown together. I wasn't around in their corner to say that. I was just getting my way around the corporation, I should say. Rachel and Devon took corruption to the level. There was an Andre 2000, Andre 3000 mix-up, Danielle.
I understand his more popular younger brother.
Right, by a millennia. That could have changed the course of history. You were watching the competitors before the game. We're going to hear the comments in a second. Inky and the Brain are out to kind of prove themselves here.
And you know, what do you think? Because I think that they can. I think that they are working really hard. I think that they want to show that one mess up in 1,000 years isn't going to be what defines them as a team.
I agree with you. I got here early. We've been shooting for 28 hours today. And Rachel was here before me studying, getting ready. And Devon's got some sweet socks, and I know he's bringing some spirit to this matchup here. But on the other side, we got some players who are making their team's debut. They made their Schmoedown debut at the free-for-all. So happy all of you came out to watch that. It was a big, giant event, but it's the movie guys, Paul and Adam. And look,
so good.
This is their debut. Talk about proving themselves. They are proving themselves. A lot of pressure, do you think, Danielle, on a team making their debut?
You know, there always is pressure, but if you
Paul
watch them, they don't seem to be feeling the pressure. They are coming in confident. They're coming in hot, as one might say. They definitely at least feel like they know what they're doing.
There's always pressure, like eating Italian food after 40. This is going to be interesting here today. The movie guys, I'll tell you what, it is a name in this industry.
Try eating Italian food after 25. It's just not going to happen.
So you know that they know movies. And I think, though, we've said enough. It's time to go to the promos to see what these teams.
The Europeans are like, what is this American comedy?
Hi, guys. It's Rachel with the
Yeah, neither of us.
I don't really know where my teammate is, but we're really excited for the.
Damn it, Kevin, where are you?
Oh, there he
is. Oh, there he is.
I'm here. I know you were waiting for me.
I hear this song every time I go to the movies.
It's Inky and the Brain. It's
for an ad for a local hospital.
He thinks he's British, and he's wrong.
Wrong team.
We're gonna do a good match, and these guys are coming in.
Oh, hey, hi guys. How are you doing?
There we go, much better.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is.
We are the movie guys. We made a splash at the free-for-all, and, you know, we're coming to take everything.
So, yeah, these movie guys.
Yeah, they think they're hot stuff.
Yeah, right? Like, come on. You're going against Inky and the Brain. Brain is in our title. Brain drain all day, pain gain.
Yeah, we're going to take out Inky and the Brain. I mean, respect for a team that names himself after a Pac-Man ghost. That's all good. Movie guys.
We're the movie guys.
They don't even have movie in their name. If you looked at their name, there's no movie.
Really?
They have an and in their name.
It's a fucking Nicktoon.
We don't mess around with no ampersand.
WB.
So everyone's talking about corruption and how they're all these like
You get the idea.
big dudes and gonna take over the league. We almost beat them. They think that we're just gonna be stepping stones. We're gonna be a brick wall.
Stepping stones. Excuse me?
Listen, here's the thing about movies maybe you don't understand.
Listen, let's get.
He reminds me of
Right
the
at
guy
top,
from
they
Good
give
Luck
you the
Chuck.
title,
What's his
all right?
name?
And then they tell you who's in it.
Dane Cook.
And then it's 2 hours or 90
There we
minutes if it's a
go.
I was gonna say, you mean to say Christian Harloff?
Of everything that happens in the movie.
Yeah,
and at the
it's
end,
a
they
mix
tell you
of-
who made it.
Oh.
Okay, so all you gotta do is pay attention, bro.
Just pay attention. This guy right here. Look at the brain. Check out the big brain on Brad.
Yeah, no, guys. We're veterans. They're new guys. You know, they think they watch movies. They probably still use VHS. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith.
He realized he's hacked the system.
If you really wanted to do
Honestly, the movie guys kind of remind me of the douchebag brothers from Four Christmases.
Exactly like Black Hat. That's the
You know
reference
what?
you go to. You wouldn't go to the
Kind of.
Matrix. The movie guys go straight Black Hat.
Kind of.
Deep dive.
Don't know who they are. Think they're hot stuff. They're gonna come
Also, that
in
movie
and go out
sucks.
just as quickly. That's it.
Yeah, come in and go out just as quickly. That was a pleasant diss.
Oh, you know.
Okay, here's what's coming to Snakes on a Plane. They're singing in the rain or whatever they are, all right? We're gonna take them down.
Down.
That's what we do.
You see?
Yeah, we knock things over. Anything that's in our way, we
Gonna
kick the door
fall.
open, we smash it, we walk inside, we say, hey, that's what's up.
I like the guys. Give me trash talk any day.
I swear, I'm sitting at Marcus Theater right now, about to watch a movie.
It was
Literally
catchy
the same
music.
Song.
All right, right, Daniel,
Very
you heard
catchy
the
music.
movie guys making a lot of movie references. They're funny. They got some spirit. They got these shirts on. The John Derek, Bo Derek's late husband back in the day there, and Jeff Speakman. They got movie references flowing out of their pores here.
Movie references like a crazy, and I like that.
That's
even
this
when
Friday?
They don't seem to get the reference, they will still reach for it, and I appreciate.
Thought there was a different match this
Absolutely.
Friday.
Fake it till you make it, exactly like my second marriage. So what we
Or it
have
might be.
here too on Inky and the Brain, again, like we said, they're here. A lot of
Well, if that is the match on Friday,
pressure on them.
Still.
All four competitors know what is riding on this match. You got to get it, get your career started and established early. So, with that, the promos out of the way, Danielle, I got a question for you there. Are you ready to really get into the match here today?
Oh, I believe I'm ready to movie a trivia showdown.
Yes,
What?
that means it's time for the movie
Trivia
trivia
Schmoedown.
All right. Introducing first. With a record of 0 wins and 0 losses, making their debut in the movie trivia.
come on, Case. Let the rhythm take you. Just dance.
I don't know this song.
It's an American Pie, isn't it?
It is.
Or like any American teenage movie.
Even though this song's about doing meth while being depressed. True statement. Look it up.
Adam there in the John Derek shirt, Paul in the Jeff Speakman shirt.
2 sets of sunglasses.
K-Packs.
No, that's
How many points is that?
that's 0.
Okay, in that
I don't
case,
think a lot of
yes, I
those
have heard it
questions-
before. I just
Sorry, I
am
believe
not
the
a
answer
fan
you're
of the
looking
song.
for is
Sorry.
white
That's
squirrel.
fair.
No, we'll explain the rules when we get
started
there.
yet.
No, that might be actually -10 for each. All right.
-10 for you.
And
Oh, he's got to fight back.
with a record of
Why? Why? Where's my Inky in the Brain song?
Rachel Silvestriti,
What are they about to do? What are they about to do?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
That's great.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh shoot, he's twerking.
All right then.
I did not know he could move that way.
As a great entrance, that looked exhausted.
It looked like it took a lot of cardio.
Yeah, I sit.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
All right, with the both teams at the desk, I will explain the rules for round number 1. Each team
One of
is
the
gonna
best
be
songs
asking
to
8
embarrass
questions.
yourself
Danielle and I
dancing
will
to.
alternate asking the questions. They'll be in different
Yeah.
categories. We'll let you know those questions.
We'll do
The
karaoke too.
categories are the categories are the questions. Pop sizzle, open the can. Here we go. Each question is worth 1 point. I will remind each team you do get 3 JTE rules named after the famed Ecuadorian.
Yeah, so round
player,
1
bowling
works like
Alex
this
Josh
around here. First doesn't get a perfect
You
round,
three
we
of
shame
those
him.
and 1 challenge
Petition
per
to get
team
me a
each
whiteboard.
game. If you challenge a
Granted,
ruling,
we'll
a
get it
question
to
or
you
something
next
goes wrong, a bunch of people will swarm me and we'll determine how we're going to disappoint you. So,
As soon as we get that,
with that, the rules stated, are you guys ready? Inky the Brain.
Ready.
Yes, I am ready.
The movie guy.
So ready.
I promise I won't get ink all over my face this time.
All right, first question coming in here. I'll ask first here. The question comes in the category of fantasy, sci-fi, fantasy/sci-fi. Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis star together in what 1986 sci-fi horror film?
Directed by David
Have you
Cronenberg.
seen Goldblum play
This is a movie I will never see.
Watch it.
Yeah.
He does.
Watch it.
5.
No.
4.
It's
I'm
great.
not watching it.
It's great.
I'm not watching.
It's
I'm not
amazing.
watching The Fly.
The Fly.
That is
Not
correct for
watching
one,
it.
sir. Adam.
I'm not watching it.
Vibes?
Incorrect, sir.
Oh!
Incorrect, Rachel. We got The Fly.
Fly.
All right, keep it in. They're on the board, though. The movie guys are on.
Don't you see me? I'm the
board.
Cindy Walker, bro.
All right, and
I like
question Question number 2 in the realm of comic book movies. Which film features the following characters: Night Owl, Silk Spectre, and Ozymandias?
Just don't ask me who was in this movie, because I can never fucking remember.
No, you cannot.
I'm with you on that, Chris. I'm with you on that.
I still need to rewatch it.
Same.
It's like it's 3.5 hours. So
Who watches The Watchmen?
The Watchmen.
That's right. On point, Rachel.
The Watchmen.
just Watchmen.
Watchmen. Paul's got it. Devon keeps the lead. Inky 4-3 up.
Wow, what a fantastic bunch of nerds.
Hey, that's some nerdy stuff there.
I'll say, good
All right,
job,
the
everyone,
question
so
comes in the
far.
category of dramas in On the Waterfront.
Thank you.
Terry Malloy was an up-and-comer in what sport? I've never been up-and-coming in anything.
I could have been somebody, Charlie.
Yeah,
I could have been a contender.
Yeah, well, we're not
Instead of
legal
a
to talk
bomb.
about it. 5,
I
4,
just get
3,
something. I don't know.
2, and 1. Pens down, starting with
Boxing.
Rachel looking for answers.
Nope.
That's correct for a point.
It's not
Paul, that's a point. Devon.
It's a baseball.
I've never seen that. I said wakeboarding.
Actually, there was a draft in the script where that was supposed to be
You
it.
should get a judgment on that.
It's on the water, right? Isn't that the name?
Baseball?
Yeah.
Adam for a possible
I
tie.
almost answered that, but then you gave me the quote, and I realized, oh yeah, boxing.
I thought his board said
Okay,
what,
I
Jordan?
didn't know that
It's
gave
a
it away, but
completely different sport.
Yeah, that would have given.
When
it
you
away.
say contender, I immediately think of combat sports.
Wakeboarding is a sport in Berkeley. Fourth question coming in, Danielle.
All right, and
Yeah,
now
don't ask
question
Europeans
number
about
4.
American sports.
In the
Just
realm of
don't.
animated films, which 90s Disney movie has animal characters named Flit and Miko?
I like this movie a lot. Chris doesn't.
Oop.
I don't remember much of
Okay.
the 90s, just the music. You?
I remember the pain of being a
What's the
child.
name?
And 5.
I don't want to jinx myself, but so far I'm about to be perfect.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
That is going to be Paul.
Pocahontas.
That's correct. Devon.
Huh?
What just happened?
I saw
What?
them
What?
in my head and couldn't remember. I said 5 goes west, but I was like,
That's Tom Bluth, and plus that's Universal, so nice try.
Wrong.
There. Adam.
We got Pocahontas.
We got that one there.
I
Rachel.
don't even want to show my answer. I got it wrong then.
Got it wrong. Movie guys, take a lead.
Did you guys
Worse than
actually?
5
Take a lead. A Bug's Life. A Bug's
Oh.
Life.
To be
All right,
fair,
we got a 7-5
Flick,
game. Movie guys have
you know,
moved ahead
Flick.
here, but Inky and the Brain Roll.
Yeah.
Flick,
Fifth
yeah.
question comes in
That's
category of
close.
action adventure. Action/adventure. What 2004 action film stars Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning?
Oh shoot.
At
Thank
least
you, action
seven.
guys.
There's 7 Fannings.
I lost track.
Ah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wisconsin,
What is it?
Missouri 5,
Washington,
4,
Washington.
3,
I'm blanking.
2, and 1. Looking for answers.
Ah,
from
damn it.
Devon, if you can
Man
get
on
that.
Fire.
No,
I
don't have
wrote
that.
Oh.
Man on Fire.
That's correct. That is correct.
And
Whatever
Nico,
wrote
you
is
indeed
correct there.
jinxed yourself.
Gonna be your man in motion.
That's right. Man.
Said the Equalizer.
The Equalizer, no. Paul,
Man on
Man on
Fire.
Fire.
Oh,
they
that's
take
a
the
lot
lead.
more recent. The Equalizer.
6, 9.
2014. if I recall.
2014.
They are aware of them.
All right, who had that one right?
Question number
Chris
6 in comedies.
And Rena did.
Which star of TV's Friends co-starred in the films Analyze This and Romy and Michelle's high school reunion?
Right, again, talking about
Discuss one.
decades we both don't remember
Oh,
well, I guess.
I'll tell you what didn't happen in the 90s. I didn't have any friends.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Come on,
Look for
it's
answers starting with
Matt
A.
LeBlanc.
Lisa Kudrow.
Incorrect,
Oh.
sir.
Actress.
Jennifer Aniston.
The hot one.
Yeah, what
Lisa
the-
Kudrow.
Oh, wow.
Does this count? I put Phoebe.
I would not.
Yeah, I said
Close. Close.
It worked.
We would not accept
You
that.
said which cast member of Friends? That's
Yeah,
Phoebe.
that's true. That or Smelly Cat would not
Worst.
have worked there, so that is not going to be good. It's a 10-7, 3
I don't care much
Smelly
for Friends.
cat, smelly cat, smelly cat.
Question number 7 out of 8.
What are
This
they
is the
feeding me?
category of horror/thriller. Thriller. Who directed 2004's Saw?
Oh no, I never
Wait a
When
second.
I say horror.
I was about to say, Case, you love this movie, or at least you like it.
Every man I know in this
No, no, no.
business is
I
horror.
this is
And
one of my
I'm
favorite
fans
horror
of
movies.
4,
Nope,
3,
don't have it.
2, and 1. Pens are down.
James
Mr.
Wan.
Aquaman himself, James Wan.
Rachel,
Oh,
you
damn it.
do not
Another
have it.
name
All
is
right.
ever.
Paul,
James Wan.
that is correct. Damn it. Devon.
I like the
With Sam
director.
Raimi.
That is wrong, but a good answer overall.
Yes.
Is it the first letter of Lee Winnell's name?
It is not. But we're coming down the wire here at the end of round one almost.
You might be right.
11-7, 4-point lead.
I don't think Paul's missed
yet.
yet.
Question which Danielle asked. We'll ask the
I
person
don't know.
Paul here. If he gets this perfect round, he gets a bonus question.
There you go.
There you go.
Ooh.
All right.
Be my
Hold on.
guest.
Ooh, the pressure's on.
Neither have
I
you,
feel
Chris.
Excited.
Protein.
I just jinxed it.
Because it's rom-com.
Take your protein, bro.
Oh yeah, you definitely just jinxed it. It's rom-coms.
It's rom-coms.
Playboy, Henry Roth, and 50 First Dates.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my Samantha.
You want to do a poster where I'm just like.
I actually know this one.
I don't.
I only know one.
Coming down here in 5.
I do not.
4.
Can you repeat the question?
I just got 5 points on a round 1 in regular movies. Yay!
This is the only rom-com I don't watch.
See if that worked that time.
Not the only one. One of them.
Sometimes it's a need to repeat that question.
Sometimes the stalling technique.
It does work. 5, 4.
It really does suck.
2 and 1 pens down.
Adam
Sandler.
Paul, start with
Is it Adam Sandler?
that is correct. Devon.
How is he a playboy?
Devon.
His character had money.
Why didn't you say the main character? Then I would have got.
Speaking of Adams.
All right. Let it be known that I just beat the case.
Doesn't happen
Get
often.
used to it.
And me. But I beat you before.
And you
Oh,
jumped
yeah,
in the
TKO.
pool because of
And
it.
then he jumped into the pool.
You do not need to write this down. Just give us your answer when you're ready. Okay? Though we
I'd
will
do
time
that
you
today
down
in
there.
celebration, but it's freaking cold outside.
Nico, what happened in TV Fandom again?
In search
All
of
right.
wine, in search of women, in search of the
Sideways, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Sideways.
That is correct. Wow. That is.
Chris is the only one able to
I
answer.
know, but I
because-
haven't answered anything.
Paul is having a great showing.
Great start. The movie guys coming out, maybe not feeling that pressure that we kept talking
It's okay.
about up top there.
I'm wondering if we should test that whey protein for any substances.
I absolutely think we should. It might get him pushed out of some MMA matches, but not all. We're going into round 2. Daniel, round 2 is the make or break round. This is where the wheel, that fickle.
A steroids joke, Ken,
face,
really?
what I'm trying to say, comes in here and maybe changes the game up here.
Maybe in the old days of pride.
Announcer in this game, you got to look at this round 2 as very important.
It's a very important round. The wheel is terrifying.
Once again, I make a
because
reference
you
that
never
no one else
know.
gets.
It's hard when you leave things up to chance. I like to be aware of things. I'm a control
Nope.
freak. Ask any of my boyfriends.
We will after this in a bonus Patreon content video. Here's the rules for round 2. Round 2, each team will get a
So
spin.
raunchy,
You can spin again if you don't
Danielle.
like the first category.
I kinda love
Unless
it.
you get a bonus choice or spinner's choice, then you have to keep those. Each team will get 6.
Have you seen her on movie fights?
In the
She
category
gets
that you
raunchy.
get there, you still have your JT rules
Fair
available.
enough.
Your challenges. Teams do get to steal if the other team misses. You can confer, and of course, don't forget 2 points if you just answer it flat out. If you ask for multiple choice, that becomes a 1-point question. All right, before we get into round 2, the wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Nathan Ovendale. He is a first
Thank you, Nathan.
on patreon.com/.
It's been a hot second since we've seen him.
Slice for today's matches are
2000s and Scarlett Johansson.
Thank you, Nathan, and thank you all who support the movie Trivia Schmoedown. All right, movie guys, you are in the lead. You can choose to spin first or defer if you want the other team to go first.
We got this. We got this.
All right, they're going to go. They're going to go. John Derek is up. That is Adam.
No. No. No.
The spin is not in. The spin is not in. You got to one rotation at least, sir.
Do you want to waste?
Yeah.
I saw him training this earlier with one of those wrist
Oh, but it
bands.
works.
I don't know why.
But it
No.
works. It's gone
That's
around.
fair.
It's gone around.
That's fair.
That's fair, but it's lame.
We're gonna take that
I think he's
spin.
about to pay for it.
Might have backfired. Oh!
Oh!
I'd like it.
Do you guys want
I'd
see
like
Disney
it.
Films? You want to spin again? We're going to need an answer here shortly on what you want to do.
I
You
can.
take
I'll take it.
Disney Films.
All right.
Disney Films. Danielle will be asking you
Okay, so
more
let's have some
questions
fun.
here.
Yes,
All right,
let's.
here you go. Danielle's going to ask you 6 questions in the category
Oh,
of
Nico,
Disney
so much is
Films. Here we
Disney.
go.
What classic Disney movie stars Fred McMurray introduces a substance called flubber and
The
features
Absent-Minded
a
Professor.
flying Model T?
Remade as Flubber.
That's correct for 2 points.
Oh,
2
okay.
points
There you
there.
go.
'Cause I was just going to say, it's flubber, isn't it?
All right, second question.
I was thinking.
In Tangled, what symbol decorates the lanterns released by Rapunzel's parents?
The sun.
Yeah.
Yes, for this category.
I've rewatched this movie recently. I'm starting to come around on it.
4,
I don't like it.
Frozen's still better. But
Watch the series on Disney Channel. It really helps you get into the lore more.
flower, C, a sun, or D, a moon?
Sun.
It's correct for a point.
Okay.
Correct for a point.
well done.
All right. Third question.
Who voices social worker Cobra Bubbles in Lilo and
I
Stitch?
don't like this movie.
Not Sam Jackson, I can tell you that. Oh, wait, Michael Clark Duncan.
No.
The debate is on. 5.
5,
Ving Rhames.
3, 2,
Multiple
and
choice.
They look
is
alike.
it A, Michael Clark Duncan, B,
And of
Ving
course,
Rhames,
both are options.
C, Tommy Lister, or D, Billy D. Williams?
See, actually, now I kind of wish it was Billy D.
Hey.
Incorrect for Steele.
Damn it.
That's correct for Steele.
Boom!
No, Ethan. No. Big dude, deep points.
They sound so much alike.
Question coming in.
This is fair.
Although Billy D would have been amazing.
And they kind of look alike as well.
All right. Number 4.
Same chin,
What
same
is
chin,
the name of
jawline.
the evil marionette master who kidnaps
Stromboli!
Pinocchio to star in his shows?
That sounds like an Italian dish.
Yes. You're not wrong.
And 5,
I'm probably going to have that for dinner.
3, 2.
Multiple choice.
I suck
Is
so
it
far in this
A,
category, by the way.
Stromboli, B, Gideon, C, Figaro, or D, Lampwick?
Figaro.
Figaro.
Figaro's the cat, right?
Forget. Can those be
Yes.
repeated or no? Can those be repeated? I forget. Multiple choice.
Figaro.
A, Stromboli, B, Gideon, C, Figaro,
Wait, wasn't a
or D,
repeat for the
Lampwick?
options an actual repeat
Yeah,
this year?
I think so.
I think they had a rule set and then they screwed it up, and then
Yeah, kinda.
they don't know what the precedent is anymore.
That's correct for a point.
All right, they got it.
I
Tough
always
dis-
love when teams guess and just the letter. Just the letter. The
Just any letter.
Fifth question out of 6 coming your way.
In Ralph Breaks the Internet, who voices the search engine character Knows More?
Oh.
Isn't this the Alan Tudyk character?
Yes,
Yeah.
It is.
There
Oh.
we go.
I haven't even seen the movie and I still knew that.
4,
So good.
Thank you, IMDb.
2.
Multiple choice.
Is it
Alan
A,
Tudyk is
John
in
Ratzenberger,
everything lately.
B,
He's in
Walter
all the
Frey,
Disney movies.
C, Alan Tudyk,
And to be fair,
or
I'll be
D,
complaining.
Alfred Molina.
No.
Alan Tudyk should voice everything.
He also plays Mr. Nobody in Doom Patrol on the DCU streaming service,
4, 3,
Alan
which is a really good show for as crazy as it is.
They're pulling it out there.
All right, I'll take it.
Final question in your round.
One more.
In Emperor's New Groove, Yzma's bumbling right-hand man Kronk gets information about Kuzco's whereabouts by talking to what?
Is it a
squirrel.
squirrel? Yeah, it's a squirrel.
See, I made up for it by adding the what. That's how you
Kronk.
sound smart.
The most animated squirrel I've ever seen that
Seriously,
doesn't actually say
Patrick
anything.
Warburton saying squeak, 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 or squeak is the best thing ever.
Is it
You should voice everything.
Just
Just like Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk and Patrick
a
Warburton.
weasel,
Just
or D,
let him
a
voice
squirrel?
everything.
My acorn is missing. Squeak, squeakity, squeak, squeaker, squeakin'. You have stolen my acorn.
A, a chipmunk, B, a rabbit, C, a weasel, or D, a squirrel?
Oh.
Pulling out, looking at each other, shrugging shoulders.
In 5, 4, 3,
Weasel.
2.
Incorrect for 1.2.
Squeaker McSqueakin', it's a squirrel.
All right, we got
Yes, Rachel.
Yes, Rachel.
Yes.
Love those squirrels. Love those squirrels. Well, Danielle, 2 things I learned in that round. You have a beautiful ASMR voice.
Thank you very
you
much.
can put
I
me
sound
to
like everyone's disapproving teacher.
Moving on, had a great round, but maybe they wanted more points to come out of it, and we got 2 big steals from Inky and the Brain, which means you both are up for the spin. Who's
This
gonna
is
get
one of
the
my
spin?
favorite matches of the year.
He's
Just
gonna
for the
go.
banter alone.
Look at these socks. I really do love these
Yeah,
socks. I
and
don't know
it's
if the
because
camera's getting them
wrestling.
right now, but they're beautiful.
And I'm not getting
they're
any of
They're
it.
beautiful
Yeah.
socks. All right, spin coming in from Devon. Spin coming in from Devon.
Oh,
It's good stuff.
And Devon is the LeBron of spinning things smoothly.
It's so smooth, Danielle. There's just a grace to it.
Possibly the best spinner of a generation.
He might be. Getting past the opponent's choice.
Devon and his educated hands.
You go to Will Smith.
The educated hands have lent them
You're
to
so
spinner's
right.
choice.
You are so right, Danielle.
I love how Divine just turned into Makuga right there as far as the hands go and the air humping.
You are going to get 6 questions in the category of Will Smith, a category we know that Devon up there has done very well in the past. All right.
I got you.
First question. First question. Will Smith plays a character by the name of Cypher.
Oh, no!
In what
After
film?
Earth. Ew.
No!
Ew. Ew.
Sounds like
Ew.
me in an aim chat.
It's one of the worst movies ever made.
That's correct for 2 points.
She told me to talk all the answers with her, so I have to build suspense.
I got it. I got it.
I just have to
Second question. Will Smith and Gene Hackman star in this 1980
Enemy
thriller.
of the States.
Enemy of the state.
That is correct. He's jumping out of his
I went to
shoes
the movie theater. I got to see that one half an hour at a time over the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know that.
Just can't get famous.
All right, third question. James Cromwell plays a scientist and inventor named Alfred Lanning in what Will Smith film?
Yes, iRobot.
iRobot.
That is correct for 2 points. What a round here.
This is a fantastic round.
Absolutely.
Look at the confidence.
And we are only halfway through question number 4.
Will Smith's masculinity was just damaged.
Who plays the shallow chauvinist Vance, who attempts to enlist Hitch to help him land a one-night stand with Casey.
I don't
That
know
asshole.
that guy's name.
A lot of names in a movie I haven't seen.
I need multiple choice. I don't remember this white man's name.
All right. A. Jeffrey Donovan. B. Kirk Acevedo. C. Peter Sarsgaard. Or D. Jeremy Piven.
No, it's not Jeremy Piven.
I don't know.
Is it Kirk?
Getting to the next level.
What were these Caucasian names again?
A. Jeffrey Donovan. B. Kirk Acevedo. C. Peter Sarsgaard.
God.
D. Jeremy Piven.
I think it's Kirk.
Is Acevedo a Caucasian name?
I have his face. I don't know his name. I think it's
3.
Oh,
2.
Kirk Acevedo.
That is incorrect for 1 point
Ah.
steal.
Then it's A.
Jeremy Piven.
Incorrect. That would have been a great guess in real life, but we're looking for Jeffrey Donovan. Jeffrey
Huh?
Donovan. All right.
I do not know that guy.
2.
I know the movie,
Why
of course. I know the
not?
character that they're talking about, but
Who plays the murder witness that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have to protect in Bad Boys?
never saw Bad Boys. I'm not sorry, Makuga.
Same here.
Haven't seen it. Not finding out.
4,
Think it's
3, 2.
It was multiple choice.
A. Teresa Randall. B. Jada Pinkett Smith.
No.
C. Vera Farmiga. Or D.
Leone.
What was the very first name? Oh, my bad. Whatever. Oh,
Looking for an
A.
answer. Incorrect for 1 point
Okay.
steal.
name.
Leone?
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh.
steal.
She used to be in so many films.
They were closing the
Come on, Devin.
Is there one more question?
Devin, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Breathe.
All right.
Just
Your,
listen
final question in this round.
and wait.
Who directed
Like tough.
The Legend of Bagger Vance?
God.
Legend of Bagger Vance.
They picked the worst possible.
I didn't pick
Y'all
anything.
picked the supporting cast question.
5.
Give me the multiple
4.
choice, please.
A. Robert Redford. B. Edward Zwick. C. Ron Howard. D.
Peter
Peter Weir.
I don't know.
I think
I'm gonna go
it's.
see Ron Howard.
That's incorrect for 1 point steal.
Oh.
Robert Redford.
That's correct for 1 point
Oh.
steal.
It was a solid guess. It is a movie that is not to be touched.
Yeah. The first 3 questions of Will Smith were very easy, and then those last 3 questions
The
came
movie's
around.
not just the star in the categories themselves. I think that's
It's
a
still
good,
close.
something to
Seven
consider
for
for
20.
strategy going forward.
It's a good lesson for us all. They're not all going to be about the circumference of Will Smith's ears. Sometimes they're going to be, to take one from Devon, the Caucasians he is surrounded by.
Right. What is the circumference of his ears? Do you know at all?
If I had to guess the circumference of his ears, they're at least as many as you could fit on the head of a pin.
I enjoy that answer.
my Will Smith?
All right, we are going
The circumference of his ears?
to round
7.5
number
inches.
3. Round number 3 will work like this. Each team's going to be asked to give me 3 numbers between 1 and 20. 1 and 20. Those numbers will correspond to a category, and your 2-point, 3-point, or 5-point.
My hair
question.
can't
You
even
get
with this
multiple
match
choice.
right now.
I will ask which team member will answer each question in the 2 and 3. You can confer together in the 5-point question. Also, each team has 2 JTE rules left, a repeat that you can use. So, because it is 2017, movie guys, you're in the lead. Please give Danielle
2019, Cam, but keep trying.
4, 7, and 19.
Good numbers. Good numbers, bro.
Winning numbers.
19. All right. Inky in the
I was
brain.
say I genuinely missed the year 2017 as far as films go.
I wanted 7, but I'll do 17.
It was better than
All
2018.
right, 16, 10,
Yes, it was.
and 17.
And 2016.
Inky in the brain, you'll be up first, and I will be asking your questions. Danielle will be ministering any questions to the movie guys if need be. But you first have to answer this question. It's going to be the number 16 is in the category of comedy. Who will be taking the question? Comedy is the category.
Give it to Devon.
All right, Rachel, your
Rachel, thank you.
2-point question.
Not smart.
Who plays the self-absorbed pop diva Samantha James?
Anna
Chris
Faris.
accidentally brings to his hometown for
Yep.
Christmas in 2005.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, God. Anna Faris.
That's correct for 2 points. 2 points.
Yep.
All right, your
Especially fat
3
women.
It's awesome.
You guys chose
It's
the
really funny.
number 10, which is the category of sports. All right, this is a 3-point question for Devon. How
Look, as
about
long as
you
it's
know
American sports, I'm screwed and he's fine.
Movies or sports?
Sports movies.
Okay,
Sports
all right.
movies.
The movie trivia Schmoedown. The movie trivia Schmoedown.
You got me there.
First question, who led the American League in batting average in 1980? With an average of 390. 81. All right.
Well played, Ken.
your
Well
actual
played.
question-
Baseball, like my black ass with no baseball.
Your actual,
Basketball, fool.
your actual question is 3 points. Kevin Costner has been in 5 movies that prominently feature baseball. Name
Field of Dreams?
3.
Field of
Name
Dreams, Bull
3.
Durham.
This is a dick question.
You got this.
This is a 5-pointer.
Baseball, Kevin Costner.
5.
So I know it's not the bodyguard.
4.
Okay.
3.
The natural
Field.
thing.
The one with the field. If you build it, they will come.
We were looking for either Bull Durham, Upside of Anger, Field of Dreams, For Love of the Game, and
Upside of
Chasing
Anger.
Dreams.
Damn it.
Chasing Dreams.
Coach Carter. I don't know.
That would have been it too.
Like Mike.
All right. So, Danielle, it
who
comes
cares?
down to the final question right now. Potentially, if Inky
5
in the
movies
brain
about
gets this
baseball.
5-point question, they can confer.
You have to name
we
3.
kick it
That's
back to
5
the
movies,
movie guys. If not, this is a TKO victory.
I feel like that at least should have been a 5-pointer.
Yeah.
Probably.
Number 17. This is the category
little bit
of
dirty.
disaster films.
Bit of a long one.
Disaster
Okay.
films. All right.
Disastrous question.
5-point question. From 1998's Armageddon,
Oh, dear.
other than Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck, name 3 actors that played a member of their hand-picked
Yes. Yes.
Number 3
Steve Buscemi,
actors
Owen
named
Wilson, Michael Clark Duncan.
That's
all you need.
Say the name wrong.
Okay,
5
so
points.
Steve Buscemi,
Okay.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Okay.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
5, 4.
The pressure. What was
3.
it? What is
Owen Wilson.
That's what I said.
Yeah!
Wow, okay.
5 points. Hold on.
Owen Wilson. Also, Will
Will
Patton,
Patton.
Clark, Heathcliff, Broly. All right, Danielle, we got some excitement. We got some excitement because
All right, movie guys need to hit their 2 and 3,
the
or
movie
just their
guys
5.
they have to do some answering here. They have to do some answering here. So, Danielle, you're going to be asking.
Or their 3 and their 5, or their 2 and their 5. Math.
Whatever gets the job done.
4. The category, please.
All right, and this is in the category.
Just need 2 questions correct. That's
Who will
all.
be taking this one? Who will be taking this one?
Did you just swat at a fly?
Adam will be
Yeah,
That
it's
was
a
a mosquito.
What 90s
Fun.
action thriller stars Kurt Russell, Steven Seagal, and
Who the
Halle
fuck
Berry?
cares?
Executive decision.
Someone should make an executive decision to not let Steven Seagal appear in
4,
movies.
3,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
1.
extreme measures.
Well, that would have been wrong either. We're looking for executive decision. Executive decision.
That's one of my favorite movies. Steven
So
Seagal is
this
only
question
about
does
3
not
seconds
matter.
of that movie.
It's all he deserves
It's
to be in.
fantastic. They suck him out of a plane.
Oh, that's a great way to go for Steven Seagal. All right.
In real life,
you guys
yes.
chose for your 3-point question, which, Paul, you'll be taking. It is number 7. Number 7.
Okay, for 3 points, this is in famous actors and actresses.
Broad, sure.
3 points.
How many times has Johnny Depp been nominated for an Academy Award?
Okay. Pirates.
3 times.
3 times, yeah.
I need another one.
Coho probably knows this off the back of his hand.
Yeah, he does.
3, 2, 3. That is correct. That is correct.
Wow.
3 points. 3 points. Daniel.
Okay, for all the marbles.
Closing up.
It comes down to this final.
No, it was deserved for Pirates.
I said 2 times too many.
Oh.
Will get a big
I don't know his other 2 though.
Oh, he's
playing
alright.
great. They had an early lead, but if they don't, Inky and the
win.
Brain gets their first victory as a team and moves forward to establish their name in this team's division.
This is important for both teams.
Oh,
It
this
is.
is.
Number 19 is what they chose, Danielle. What is that category?
All right, for 5 points in the category of Denzel Washington.
Yay!
And you can confer. You can confer.
Denzel Washington plays a witty and debonair angel that goes by what name in The Preacher's Wife?
Lord.
I'm really just sprinkling in them whats.
I love it. As a fan of the whats. I love
In
it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Gabriel.
And your winner with a final score of 24 to 23.
Yes!
Damn.
Yeah, I like Dudley was the answer.
Giant victory.
Dudley definitely does not sound like an angel. I understand. It is not an angel's name.
I believe this is Devon's first win.
It is.
Yeah.
Schmoedown.
It is.
It is. Kingsman number 1.
No.
No.
They were really bad.
I mean, the Kingsmen were entertaining, but they were terrible.
Marley and me.
Joseph knowledge.
Remember that?
This was an exciting game. At any point, this was anyone's game, and it really was. There were just a few key moments missed by both teams, and it could have been anyone.
Houston. Oh, speaking of.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here for that, right?
I mean, what? No. I'm not
what's
going to be there in person with my parents, taking them on a fun little vacation for a weekend. No.
They got the big answer.
What?
in the
No.
air right now. We are going back
What?
to
No.
Sturgeon.
Thanks, guys. I'm back here with Inky and the Brain. Wow, guys, you are like the little engine that could in that match. There were so many times where I was like, oh, they're done. They're done. We knew we could. I'm going to go. I was just more like, I'm going to go start fixing my interview stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then you guys just would pull answers out of, well, I don't.
Or our cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was talking about your ass, but that's fine.
Bees
But
here.
then you landed on Will Smith, and man, you were hype.
Well, actually,
I was-
we landed on Opponent's Choice and got to pick Will Smith, which was amazing.
I know I messed up a little bit though. I don't usually mess up like that.
Spanish
but
choice, but
this
yeah.
time the questions were about the people around him, and it's like I don't know about those people.
You know there are other people in Will Smith movies besides Will Smith, correct?
When did this start?
Oh, but he shines so bright.
He really, really does. But so, come down to round 3.
It's because of
I
that
can tell you
giant ass
guys were
smile of his that's
starting to
always
doubt
pearly
yourself
white.
A little bit. How did you guys pull it together? Is it this team chemistry you guys are building?
We've got a great team chemistry. We work together. We know when to question each other. We know what our strengths are.
And she knows how to keep me from blurting out answers, especially when they're wrong, like Cedric the Entertainer.
Or when they're for the other team questions.
Exactly.
I could tell you wanted to scream a couple of them out loud.
Every single time. Like when they asked the Cusco question, I was like, Squeaker McSqueakin. Okay, Squeaker, Yzma.
Every Disney question, we were both like, give it to us now.
So I guess with this
I think that might have been a category that they
they
put on the wheel.
I mean, who are you looking at? Who do you want to take on next?
I've got a few ideas. I've been looking around. There's some really good competitors, and I'd really like to take them on.
You know what? We're taking on Andrew Guy and Drew McQueenie.
Oh, you wish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we're ready for that.
No, we're ready. We're ready.
No.
You want to be 1 and 2? You'll be 1 and 2.
Bring it on, Andrew Guy and Drew McQueenie. What's the group name? The Telelopicans. We're taking the family. El Familia. We're
You
taking
want
all
all
of
your
them.
confidence to be
Italian, but I'm not taking
destroyed
that
in
on
just
yet.
5 minutes.
Do you want to get KO'd?
We're
Or
gonna
do you
talk
want to
about
get
this.
KO'd?
Gonna get
That's how you get
destroyed.
KO'd.
Oh no.
They were
Are
destroyed.
we interchangeable? Okay. Yeah.
Andrew Guy and Drew McQueenie.
It's not. God save us. Oh, movie guys. You know, I asked myself before the match started what it would look like if Will Ferrell and Steve Martin pledged a fraternity, and now I know. So here we are. God, this got weird really fast. You guys had a really great showing at Free For All, obviously. Well, one of you did. And now you're back, obviously, to play into this. A little something right here. What fell apart out there? I know the Disney questions were probably a little harder than you anticipated. Is that really what got you guys?
It was tough. Thanks, Nancy. But the thing is, Emperor's New Groove, is that really a movie? Come on. I mean, we wanted real Disney questions. I mean, Disney's been around for 50 years. You pick Emperor's New Groove?
Come on. Yeah.
Emperor's New
Where's
Groove
your
is
goofy
great.
movie questions? Come on, give us some real Disney questions.
Sounds like some Hans Christian Andersen stuff. Well, we're not done. Like, was it over when the Germans
that's
bombed Pearl
Ariel.
Harbor?
That's probably
no.
the
Was it over
movie
when
that you
Rocky fell
wanted.
on the ground because Creed punched him in the face? No. Was it over when it seemed like Greg Kinnear wasn't going to get that patent for the intermittent windshield wipers? No.
No.
And we all came back, and we're going to do the same.
And it ain't over now.
Yeah, we're not done.
Yeah, our intermittent wipers are still wiping. It's just in that
What other
period where they
teams
haven't
own
wiped
that?
in a second, and you go, oh, is it on or off? And then they do.
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
No idea.
Right? Yeah, we roll with the punches. We work
Put 'em
off each
against the
other.
crazy
Our
80
brains are like
greats.
in sync, like Pacific Rim. Go ahead, give us a location that could fit right here.
Or a Scott
Right here
Manson,
in the
Sean
studio.
Gerber's team.
Yes, Ann?
Yes.
We'll be back.
No. Bring back Team Trek.
Just happened.
Please. I
All right, you
miss
see some
them.
stuff. First of all, the movie
Where's
guys,
Inman?
they got to hold their heads up there, Rachel. 23 points, nothing to shout about it.
Movie release
They're
dates.
absolutely going to be around
No,
for a bit.
Inman.
Take some more of that dry protein
And
powder by the fistful.
movie
and you
release
pick yourself up, you dust
dates.
the protein powder off of your shoulders, and you keep it moving.
Yeah, okay,
That
Mance
is
too.
a T-shirt worth of advice right there.
But
for
Vance is
Danielle.
still
But this
around.
stuff,
Where the
this
hell
is
is
the major
Inman
story
been?
coming out of this. Inky the
don't
Brain, his big
know.
victory. Devon, maybe it's those socks, maybe it's his energy, maybe it was the fact that he was supposed to be at a barbecue today and he's missing out on the event. He's thinking big. He wants to challenge Andrew, Guy, and McQueenie. They're going for it, but Rachel, I don't know.
She didn't seem as confident. Do you think that this is a fantastic victory? But they did kind of. It's nothing to not take pride in. They squeaked by with 1 point. Are they ready for this big of a challenge?
That's a great question. It's like when I go to a buffet and I go in for the first round and then I think I'm ready for the second round and I should stay away for a little bit. You just got to stay within your food lane. Or lane.
What is it with Ken and food?
They're thinking that they're just going to skip straight to the shrimp.
He's hungry.
Like, this is straight up resistance. It's always food. Always food.
Food.
Obviously, we're going to see more of you.
Yes,
in this,
Niku
but
or
it's
Nico.
Oh, it's
I'm
always
just
great
a little
to be here.
confused
It's so
right now.
exciting.
It's a lot of fun, and we want to thank you all for watching. This
Nico
exciting
is the
teams
Niku
match
of this
today.
channel.
Inky
This
the
is why we
Brave
love him.
staking their claim here with a big victory. Movie guys, they're
And I'm
here.
steering the ship to who knows
Think
where.
they will
Even I
bring a
don't
lot
know.
to the table. So you guys out there bring a lot to the table with your support, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe.
So I guess
to
that
what we do
makes
here, listening to the
me
podcast,
eager?
or going to patreon.com/Schmoedown and supporting where you get exclusive matches
Okay,
like
hooked
seeing
up
this
like
first or the full-length documentary of Danielle's ex-boyfriends talking about her control issues. I don't know what tier that is, but I'm signing up for that
Well,
one.
there's at least
I am not signing up for that tier.
So tier 5.
It is a two-part Ken Burns style documentary. But I want to thank you all again.
Lord.
Danielle, where can they find you and all your funny stuff?
Chris is broken, and I don't know what happened.
I have been on. I've been on Screen Junkies, which is where I assume most of you know me from. I help do the movie fights. I've also been helping to write some of the honest trailers. So this month you'll be seeing me do some of the honest trailer commentaries. You can find me on my wrestling podcast, Tights and Fights, which comes out every Thursday. And you can follow me on Twitter at Danielle Radford if you want to see any of the other stuff I'm getting up to.
Absolutely. You can follow me at Ken Epps.
I'm so confused as to what broke Chris.
Hey, that's it for now. We'll see you next time on Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
All right. Chris, you okay right there?
No, I am wonderful right now.
What is going on?
What? I literally don't know what just happened.
I mean, okay. We don't often get jokes at someone else's expense because of their past relationship issues or if they even really exist. But seriously, like, oh my God, Ken, that Danielle's boyfriend's joke was just
Lord.
too much.
Okay. Well, let's just talk about Nico. Come back here. Tell your thoughts about this match.
Oh, good God.
There was a lot of stuff that you enjoyed, I assume.
Yes. For one, look at this scoreboard. Feels good to finally get one over on my European friend over there. And a former rival as well. But nevertheless, this match was ridiculously entertaining in a lot of different ways. For one, the banter was fantastic. Secondly, the little ways that the movie guys would just try to like bend the rules, like the little wheel spin where it didn't actually spin. Like it show. I'm pretty sure every rookie has had that thought of like, can I get away with this? And then they're instantly told no if they actually decide to try it. But they went for it, did not work. And they ended up getting something they wanted. Questions.
Did they, though?
Did they want it, though?
But they thought about it and then said, yeah, we'll take it. Probably thinking they would get different questions. Same happened with Will Smith. Got a lot of Will Smith questions and a lot of questions about the white people around Will Smith. That bothered Devin so much. I love Inky and the Brain simply for the fact that you never know what's going to come out of Devin's mouth, and it feels like Rachel always has to just like stop him. Like she's got a chloroform rag somewhere just to like keep him quiet in the event that he goes overboard.
It's like him and Max, by the way. Very similar.
A little.
It is. Are they ready for the Drew and Drew team?
No.
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 I think Rachel's smart enough to say no. Devin, he's ballsy enough to say yes. Sometimes you need a challenge to rise to the occasion and to see what your potential is. I don't know.
Look, I like these two, but I don't want them to get curb stomped. I'm sorry, there's no situation where they beat the family. Drew McWeeny alone could kick the crap out of both of them.
This is true.
Fair enough.
Nico, are you done?
Yeah, I've run out of shit to say.
Okay, Chris, your thoughts.
Okay. Yes, I'm wearing my shades right now because literally my eyes are watering from how much I was laughing during this match. Granted, was it the highest scoring match of all time? No. Are both these teams going to wind up being the greatest teams of all time? No. But, oh my God, the banter. Like, this is just one of the funniest fucking matches I've ever listened to. I'm happy right now. And I'm off to go see a screening as soon as we're done recording this. So, you know what? That just put me in the perfect mood to go see a movie. Especially a depressing one. So, yay.
All right. Irina.
It was fun. Like I said, the most I expect from this match is some entertainment. And it was really nice. I actually like the movie guys. I would want to see them back. Do I understand all of their references? No, I don't. But, like, still, go ahead. I don't mind. Inky and the Brain, I don't know. It would be interesting to see their next opponent. Just give them someone fun and they could banter with. And that will be good enough. If they get some just only smart team that don't talk that much, it will be like, meh. So just keep it up with the banter and teams like that. That's a lot of fun.
This is true. Well, as most people can probably guess, I probably didn't, or I like this match the least out of this panel, and that's simply because they threw a million different references my way that I was like, I have no clue what you're talking about. And that's something that Nico loves. That's why he loves this match. But I don't, because I'm honestly like, yeah, I don't watch wrestling. I've never watched wrestling. I've never cared for it, and I will never. So I am not sorry for that. It's just, yeah. Sure, it was better than I expected because I wasn't expecting much. So it was entertaining for sure. I am interested to see what these teams do now, especially how the movie guys can bounce back, because I do think that they probably they haven't watched the Schmoedown enough to know how the game actually works. Because they might have some movie knowledge, but I think that they also need to work on how to play the game. Because like round 2, they thought, oh, Disney, we're going to do well with that. Maybe, watch previous episodes and see how well you do. And also, like, just do a little bit of studying with the game. That's something that especially new teams like the movie guys struggle with. So we'll see how that turns out. So, guys, I think that's really all we can say for today. We're just going to go to plugs right now. Nico, you first. Where can people find you?
Okay, I actually have visual aids for once. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nico Suave Regoli. That you can see the spelling right here, so I don't have to say it for once. At Combat Wrestling, the number 2 is the poorly made Twitter handle. Combat Wrestling Trivia is the name of the Facebook group. Combat Wrestling Network is the name of the YouTube channel. If you like wrestling and if you like wrestling trivia, come find us there. We'll get you a match. Multiplex Entertainment is the name of the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. The Twitter is at MultiplexYT. The Instagram is Multiplex Entertainment Network. The TeePublic, which I didn't get a chance to write down, is just Multiplex. Buy our awesome shirts. Zaddy Smith and I host a weekly Inner Geekdom discussion show called Crisis on Earthplex every Wednesday starting usually just 9:30 p.m. Eastern time now, but sometimes we'll go a little later, sometimes we'll go a little earlier. It all depends on the day. And, of course, dedicated to art right here in all the places Case and Chris will say in just a few moments. And, yeah, thanks for watching. This was fun.
Try to fit that onto a business card.
Chris.
You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, and Letterboxd at Skywalker Dome. And you guys can follow this very channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A Channel. Please like our Facebook page and stay tuned for our upcoming episode of the Who Cares Anyway podcast, which will drop on Friday. We will go live at 8:30 Eastern. Should be a fun time because I know for a fact all 4 of us will be there. And who knows, if we're lucky, Ryan will be around this time.
Hey.
Hey. And, of course, stay tuned for this Friday when we also react to, I guess, Janine the Machine versus Sassy Stacey Howard in what will be an epic match.
That'll be something. That's something I look forward to. You don't have any plugs, do you?
I'm on here sometimes.
This is true. Sometimes I'm dedicated to art. Otherwise, Irina Muha. Her name on Facebook, Twitter, stuff, things, whatever. Anyway, guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment on any of the things we said throughout this video. It helps us, the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions, of course. Please check out our other shows coming up in 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. Game of Thrones Season 8 reviews. The season is starting again, the final season. The final season is starting, and we're going to review the episodes, so check that out when it comes. Also follow me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and Letterboxd Case Cornelissen, competing at Multiplex in the TV fandom final against Eli McKeag. Soon, whenever that drops. Nico, you can suck it. I beat you. Also, on our team debut, Chris and I will make our team debut against
Mirror Image.
Mirror
I'm
Image.
Scared.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they've been announced as our opponents, but yeah, that's our very next match in Warzone.
Movie Warzone. Yes.
Yes. And of course, my debut in Full Metal Geek coming up soon. Check that out whenever that drops. And with that said, guys, that's really all we can say. We will see you at the next video of ours. Take care.
Yeah.